So whose, and I don't want to say approval necessarily, but whose blessing and encouragement did you seek out when you started pageantry? And more importantly, when you decided to come out of retirement and be in the Mrs. Universe pageant?
I think I only prayed about it, honestly. I didn't really confer, because I tell people all the time, and I love my husband dearly. He gives me a yes regardless, so I don't really have to consult with him. He's just, yes, dear. He's trained really well. We've been married for 18 years, so that's never a barrier.
So he never pushed back on the idea?
No. I think, because it makes him Mr. Universe.
Right.
So that's, a win is a win. You know, I think he's winning. I prayed about it. I felt like it was the right time. And I had gone through a health issue prior to that. I was over 40. It was right before we moved to Taiwan. And I got my first mammogram. And nobody expects to get a call back. And I did. And I didn't. My mammogram worked. I tell people all the time I did not have cancer. It caught everything early. But I had to have a massive reconstructive surgery, a lot of tissue removed, a lot of medications. I gained 45 pounds and had to do a lot of physical therapy. It took me almost 6 months just to be able to raise my arm again. And so that was heavy. The journey back from that, I think he fully understood that probably a pageant was going to be the only thing to motivate me to really focus the way I needed to. Because again, the last time I won big, I was 35. Now I'm 45. And there's no come to Jesus like a swimsuit competition. You got to walk towards the judges and you have to walk away. And so it's that back action that, you got to think about those type of things. And really was the only thing that would motivate me.
I'm worried about the back of my hair, much less the back of my whole body.
Oh my gosh, it's a lot to think about. And, but it is the motivation that I needed to get out of the woe is me space. Because I felt like with the surgery and the scars and that something was done to me. And it was the thing that helped me to turn it around, to see that it was done for me and to really celebrate. So when I stood on that stage, I stood there whole. I didn't really, I know it sounds cliche. And my friend asked me the day before, how are you feeling? What do you think? And I said, well, I'm just preparing for whatever God has. It's about the journey. And they're like, well, this is a really expensive journey. You don't think he could have told you this or taught you, sent you a memo in some other way if something you need. But honestly, standing on that stage, being whole, being healthy, and being back to myself was enough. I felt like I had already won. I really didn't care if they crowned me. It was icing on the cake. It was great. But this was a catalyst that helped me to be and to get back to myself.